Welcome to Kansas for the running of the 5-hour Energy 400. On the pole for tonight's race is Trey Rainey, to the outside is Evan Rudd. Christian America's third, Tyler Lyman will be fourth, and Josh Crash is fifth. So we've seen two wild races so far here at Kansas, the truck race and the ARCA race, and this one should be no different. 41 laps, more cars, 42 than the other series, with I think 32 and like 29. So here they come. Off of 4 down the front stretch, the pace car will make the left-hand turn to pit road. 41 laps at Kansas. It should be a great race, a fun race for these drivers that come down the front stretch. Trey Rainey with the race lead. The green flag is in the air racing at Kansas. Can already see some shuffling there at the front. Christian Merrick goes underneath Trey Rainey to try and take the race lead, but Josh Crash is coming with the head of steam on the bottom. Tried to make it through wide. It looked like he didn't want to force the issue. And off of 4, Christian Merrick leads lap 1 as there are cars down the apron. I hope they get it all sorted out before they come back up onto the track. As Josh Crash to the inside, Christian Merrick for the race lead. Looks like they keep it together. Oh, no, they don't. Hard to the outside wall goes Tommy Turbo. And it looked like Alex Stewart won them. The caution will come out. And here's a race back. Josh Crash has gotten to the race lead. TJ Hanley's going to get to a second. Do they wreck coming back is the question. And loose all the way up against the wall. Looks like they keep it clean. The caution out for Josh Crash. He leads them back to the yellow. But some tough breaks for Jake West, Chris Dodd, Cynthia Bright, Alex Stewart, Tommy Turbo, and possibly others. Let's see what happened. Look at this. Cars down the apron. They somehow have to get it sorted back up before they come back up. And it looks like right there, James West gets down the apron, down the flat. He's going to come right back up into Alex Stewart, into Jake West. Tommy Turbo, a hard hit. Cynthia Bright also hits. Chris Dodd rams into the back of James West, and he's going to go up. Looks like he might hit the wall driver's side right there. Cynthia Bright gets going again, but with damage. Let's go on board with Chris Dodd, Daytona 500 winner, as he got some heavy damage in this one. And most of the damage there is going to come from hitting the 7. So Josh Crash led us back to the yellow. They're going to stay out. And the 93 car lead us back to the green flag, as it looks like the only cars that will come down. Or no, some do come down pit road. The 42 and the 13. I don't know what adjustments they're getting done, but they have been in pit road for a while. 42 finally going to lead Levi Shones. I don't know if he has damage. Oh, he has some right side damage possibly from hitting the wall. They might want to get that checked up just in case, as Josh Crash will lead us back to the green flag. Here we go. We'll have a restart in lap number 7. And the cars are Chris Dodd, Cynthia Bright, and Jake West. Which I'm really surprised that Dodd, Cynthia Bright are out, because Tommy Turbo and Jake West looked like sustained the most damage. But Turbo's still in the race right now in 39th, which leaves us 39 cars on the lead lap and in the race. So it'll be Josh Crash with the race lead. TJ Hanley in second. Third is Jake Moss. In fourth, Trey Rainey. And fifth is Christian Merrick. Then you got Entavia Kingery in sixth. Evan Rudd 7th, Tyler Lyman in 8th, Stuart Gratton in 9th, and 10th is Riley Spurley 2. 11th is Jonathan Raines, 12th is Eli Bright, 13th is Case Meal, 14th is Luke Rainey, and 15th is Michael Gregory, who is your points leader. 16th is Blake Chappell, and 17th is Paul Minnick, 18th is Adam Lewis, 19th is Larry Bouchard Jr., and rounding out the top 20 is Anthony Wendler, who won the last race at Atlanta. And a thriller between he and teammate TJ Hanley. Hanley right now lining up second for this restart. Here they come down the front. The pace car into pit road, and Josh Crash will lead the field to the green flag as here they come. Green flag back in the air. Oh, Josh Crash left TJ Hanley snoozing on that restart. There, Hanley spun his tires. Look at Trey Rainey with a crossover for third. That was an amazing move by Trey Rainey. Showing why he's up there in the points, too. He has had a really great season. Look, he's already looking on TJ Hanley for a second. He couldn't get it done. He'll fall in line in third. But man, oh man, what a great turn 1 and 2 for Trey Rainey to get to third. Now down a little bit lower, trying to get a little bit of a run. Josh Crash up the track a little bit. Watch Christian Merrick back there. He got the wall a little bit. It's like he keeps it clean. Everyone on the racetrack, none on the apron. They are 3 wide back there. Let's go all the way back. Oh, look at this. Jonathan Rains in the middle. Chris Merrick up top. Case Mito, Luke Rainey all in this mess. Eli Bright, Blake Chappell, Adam Lewis. They race down the back. As these guys have kind of kept it the same. Antavic Henry might be making a move. But I'm more worried about back here. Look at Paul Mick up top. Michael Gregory in the middle. That's your points leader. They keep it out of the wall. Battles for third now. Antavic Henry underneath Trey Rainey to grab that spot. Rainey's going to fall in line in the 4th position, he's hoping. Looks like he will right there. Somehow Tyler Lyman has moved his way up to 5th. The front two have stayed the same on the restart. TJ Hanley 2nd and Josh Crash in 1st. And right now Crash just running away with it for now, as he is out front and dominating right now at Kansas. But TJ Hanley a little bit faster in his draft. That really hurts in the turns though. But down the straightaways he's able to get a pull. Go back to that pack. Look at back here. Teammates battling Riley Spurley-Tube and Luke Rainey. Adam Lewis, Evan Rudd. Blake Chappell is there. Kevin Bandon. Looks like Luke Rainey will grab that spot from his teammate. As the race lead has kept the same kind of. TJ Hanley has closed in just a little bit. He might be looking to the inside right here. A big battle for the race leads. Hanley and Josh Crash as they're coming to 30 laps to go this time. Is the caution out? I thought I saw the lights flashing, but I didn't. Hanley just not able to get through the corners well, and that one really hurt him. He fell off. Let's look at see if we can see any battles. Here's Stuart Gratton and Case Samito battling for the 7th position. Gratton has it. Samito wants it. Behind them, Luke Rainey and Adam Lewis are going to be battling. There might be a battle for 4th, too. Trey Rainey's kind of fallen off. Tyler Lyman is on his back bumper. Really surprised Lyman hasn't made a move yet. There he goes at the end of the backstretch. And for 4th, Lyman gonna get it from Trey Rainey. Can Rainey come down in line at the end of this front stretch and hold 5th? It looks like he will be able to. And the first battle now is Luke Rainey going backwards. Blake Chappell, Kevin Bandon, all going past Luke Rainey as he is stuck on the outside. Michael Gregory, your points leader, also stuck on the outside. See, now that's John Gambit going by. So a lot of forwards going by the 2 car right now. And TJ Hanley has gotten around Josh Crash. Was that on the outside? I want to see that really quick. Oh, I guess he did it in 1 and 2. It looked like he did it on the outside. Josh Crash kind of fell off there. New leader, TJ Hanley and Teve Kingery will battle for 2nd now with Josh Crash. They hit the backstretch. Behind them, they are 3 wide. Jake Moss up top. Stuart Gratton in the middle. Adam Lewis is going to look to get 2 and 1 right here, and he does. He powers through the corner. Riley Spurley-Tube now stuck up high. Blake Chappell, Kevin Bandon going to try and go by him. For 2nd, here comes Antavia Kingery. Underneath Josh Crash. Crash able to hold off that battle for now. Tyler Lyman has joined this battle. It's a 3-way battle for 2nd. Josh Crash gets away. And Kingery now going to battle with Lyman for 3rd. Trey Rainey's out there just waiting in the wings. He's right now in 5th, as they have now caught TJ Hanley a little bit there. That draft definitely does pull these cars back together just a little bit. There are battles like right outside the top 10. Then the top 10's kind of single file. And then we have these little mini battles every now and then, like a lap or so. They get side by side for a position. I thought Tyler Lyman was going to make a move for 3rd right there. He had such great runoff of 2. Just cannot do it. And here comes Josh Crash on the back bumper of TJ Hanley. He's going to make a move right here off of 4. He gets to the inside. Can he keep it? Hanley goes down to block. These are Toyota teammates in the top 3. And Toyota has really brought their stuff lately, especially at the 1.5 mile tracks. We saw at Atlanta last race, Toyotas were 3 of the top 4. And they were running, I think they had 6 cars in the top 10 at one point. That's just how insane Toyota has been lately. And right now it's showing in this race, 3 of the top 3 are Toyotas. Make that 4 of the top 5 are Toyotas, as Trey Rainey is back there in 5th. And 3 of them are kind of pulling away. And then you got Adam Lewis just lurking back here. That's 5 of the top 7. 5 of the top 10 are Toyotas. That's half of the top 10 right now come from Toyota. That's just amazing. It shows that Toyota has really shown what they can do across every team. Not just Joe Gibbs or not just BK Racing. You see up here the 87, the 30, the 93, the 18. Those are different Toyotas as Josh Crash is going to grab the race lead right here. And Tavi Kingery is going to move to second. Hanley will fall back to a minimum of third, possibly even more, as he hangs on the outside of Kingery down here, down the backstretch. Something I would not have done. I would have tried to get in line, as Lyman has now pulled up onto the back of these guys, and Hanley can follow even more positions now, and Josh Crash is getting away because these guys are side by side. Looks like Kingery can't hold it off the corners. Trey Rainey's now looking. Look at the run for the 18. He's going to try and push Kingery past. Kingery will now grab second. TJ Hanley's going to fall backwards. Trey Rainey's going to look for third here, unless Hanley clears him right here. It's a battle for third. And it looks like TJ Hanley will get clear. Trey Rainey will look for fourth now. And if Rainey can get up to the fourth position, which he will right here, Toyotas 1, 2, 3, 4. TJ Hanley for second, as Lyman goes back to fourth, Trey Rainey back to fifth. But at that moment, there were 4 Toyotas in the top 4. And right now, your first Chevy is 10th. Is 10th, I believe. No, your first Chevy is 11th. Oh my goodness. We have Fords and Toyotas up here in the top 10. No Chevys. This is honestly surprising with the dominance we've seen from Chevys in this series. Toyotas right now are showing what they're made of. And the Fords. There are Fords up here too. If you think about it, there are 5 Fords and 5 Toyotas in the top 10. Because there are no Chevys. And there were 5 Toyotas before when we were talking about it. So amazing there. That's just unbelievable. As we are past halfway, it's a 3-way battle for second. Now here comes Kingery underneath Hanley. Hanley blocks. Now Lyman looks for third underneath Kingery. We're past halfway, so whenever these guys decide to pit, they will be able to make it there. 3 wide back here. For fourth, Trey Rainey stuck in the middle. Kingery's going to get clear right there. I think Rainey kind of backed off a little bit. And he'll lose the spot to Casey Meehan, possibly his teammate Adam Lewis. But Lewis stays up high with Trey. Maybe trying to let Trey down in line right here. Trey gets stuck on the outside, though. Can he get down line right there? It's a small hole, and he doesn't look like he'll be able to do it. As Hanley has caught Josh Crash now. He's gotten away from the little distractions he's had back there. Now he's looking for the race lead. I think Tommy Turbo might, or James West is ahead, a slow car. Looks like they actually kind of patched up Tommy Turbo really well. As James West is the lap car ahead, so watch him. It's only 1. And these guys aren't really in a pack form. As Kingery looking back for third. And Trey Rainey has fallen outside this pack. Adam Lewis is up to 5th. Possibly 4th as he is underneath Lyman. A big run off of turn 2 for the 11 car. What a move by Adam Lewis. And they're not really catching James West at a fast pace either. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them, once they catch him, to just kind of move around him without any hassle. So a long green flag run here after the caution early. And it's been a fun green flag run. We've seen battles, but now it's kind of single filing out. Our first battle is possibly Evan Run, Stuart Gratton for 11th. And now your first Toyota, oh my goodness, your first Chevy is 13th. And that is Griffin Lynn. Oh, cars starting to hit pit road. Kay Samito coming down the pit lane. Is that starting green flag pit stops? Or is there a problem on the 34? Kay Samito into pit road, but it doesn't look like anyone else is. So that's probably a problem on the 34 right there, unless they're just starting green flag pit stops on their own. Hanley's on the back bumper of Josh Crash, though, for the race lead. These guys will definitely start pitting within the next 5 laps, I would say. Doesn't look like anyone's going to come down there, at least in the top 2, 3. It looks like Adam Lewis is now peeled off. Here we go. We got pit stops. Adam Lewis, Trey Rainey, teammates come down. Kevin Bandon, Riley Spurley Tubes. This is the start of your green flag pit stops. A little bit earlier, but these guys going to try and get better tires, possibly, and try and get ahead of your race leaders. So let's see. Do these guys pit now? Josh Crash slower with TJ Hanley. He's coming down the pit lane with Kingery. Lyman also come down. Who stays out first? Griffin Lynn, Stuart Gratton will stay out on the track, maybe hoping for a yellow to come out and trap these guys a lap down. Griffin Lynn now gets to the race lead. Stuart Gratton will be 2nd. Looks like Jake Moss is 3rd. Luke Rainey has stayed out in 4th. Jim Gambit is 5th. So I think about 5 cars have stayed out on the track. These guys are coming to about 12 to go this time. They're coming down pit road, I believe, this time. Here comes the 1, the 98, the 32, the 2, and the 17 all down pit road. So these guys leave. Casey Mito comes out right around where she was. Trey Rainey loses time to Kevin Bandon. In fact, some people have lost time. So Josh Crash comes out with Anteve Kingery in second. TJ Hanley falls to third. And where are the guys that pitted first is the question. I don't see them anywhere. And Josh Crash right now smooth ahead out in the race lead. Here comes Kevin Bandon. He had an amazing pit stop to get up there. Bandon was just inside the top 10 before. He could be in the top 5 by the end of this. Yeah, because look, here's what we presume to be your top 3 because there are cars leaving pit row ahead. There they go, Griffin Lynn, Stuart Gratton. And here comes Josh Crash to get around. Kingery will get second. TJ Hanley is third. Kevin Bandon has moved all the way up to 4th. John Gammett's all the way up to 5th. That's amazing right there. Now can someone run down Josh Crash is the question. Is he just going to scoot away with the lead? Right now we have Anteve Kingery possibly. And it doesn't look... Oh my gosh, Adam Lewis is back in 37th. That's a horrible pit stop for that team. So, man, that really shook up the running orders. Kevin Bandon moves to 3rd. That 43 is on a move. Can he get to the race lead? 10 laps to go this time. The biggest battle right now is for 3rd. Kingery is kind of slowly catching Josh Crash. So that'll be interesting to look at. Or will we have a caution that changes everything? Because if we have a caution with over 5 laps to go, oh my goodness, what a restart would be. And we've seen some drivers make magic happen on restarts. The battle is going to be for 3rd. Hanley's on the back bumper of Kevin Bandon. But do they try and catch the race leaders? Because the draft is the big equalizer here at Kansas. It's kind of like Michigan, Daytona, or Talladega. Or even Auto Club. The draft is huge right now. Las Vegas also another one of them. Now it's going to be for 4th the battle because TJ Hanley had to let up. He went way too low in 3 and 4. He got too tight with the air on the nose of the car. But the front 3 have kind of caught each other. Hanley to the top. John Gammett underneath him with a big run. This is for 4th right now. And that big line of cars back there. Oh my goodness. So 8 laps to go. Here comes Anteve Kingery underneath Josh Crash. Doesn't have a run, it doesn't look like. But he is there. John Gammett has gotten to 4th. Hanley back to 5th. So that 30 car fading just a little bit here. But man, we could see anyone win this race right now. We have a long line of cars. Now let's see if John Gammett and TJ Hanley can try and work together. Make a move. I really think if these guys back here, if they work together, but Trey Rainey's going past Casey Mito right here with his Toyota teammate, Jack Marshall, another Toyota teammate, Jonathan Buford. They're all going to go around Casey Mito. But do these guys try and work together to catch the front 3? Because right now, these guys can just run away with it. These 3 can wait until the last lap or the last 2 laps. Because they start battling, the others are going to be on their bumpers. Right now, John Gammett and TJ Hanley are closing a little bit. They are coming into frame with 6 laps to go. So if a caution doesn't come out this lap, the race will be official if a caution does come out. Josh Crash has held the lead for pretty much most of the night. TJ Hanley had it for a few laps. Kingery might have had it for a lap or 2. But no one has been able to get past Josh Crash. 5 laps to go, so the race would be official if a caution comes out. Who wins? Honestly, it could be anyone in the top 5 because John Gammett and TJ Hanley are closing. So right now the top 5 consists of 3 Toyotas, 2 Fords. Here they come, 4 laps to go this time. Josh Crash, still your race leader. Can he hold on? Can the guys behind him try and run him down? Kevin Bandon way up the track. He either got really loose or really tight. We had to catch the cars that went up the track, and that makes him fall out of the pack and back to the hands of John Gammett and TJ Hanley. Kingery and Josh Crash pull away. John Gammett looks low. Hanley's going to go with them. The battle is for 3rd with 3 laps to go. John Gammett and TJ Hanley have been on a march. Hanley pushing Gambit. But now Hanley goes underneath Gambit. Does he let him down the line, though? He does. He thinks that's his only shot, possibly. Coming to 2 laps to go. Look at the run for Kingery on the back bumper with 2 laps to go. And now Kevin Bandon's come back on TJ Hanley. I think it's a 2-car race now. John Gambit's too far back. White flag next time by if there's not a caution. There's a big battle back there for top 5. They will see the white flag this time. John Gambit's trying to close with Kevin Bandon. Gambit now goes up the track. The battles for thirds. They come to the stripe. Josh Crash sees the white flag. We're on the final lap of the race. Who gets back in front? Kingery not close enough to make a move. Josh Crash could just win this race easily. Kingery has not been able to make a move, but this time off turn 2 with a big run. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4 for the final time. Kingery letting off early, trying to make a move possibly off the corner. It's not going to work. Off of turn number 4, Josh Crash dominates the 5-Hour Energy 400 to win at Kansas. As the rest of the cars come across, an amazing run by Josh Crash to win the 5-Hour Energy 400. Let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the 5-Hour Energy 400 at Kansas. There was only 1 caution flag for 4 laps, and 6 lead changes. 5 different drivers led this race. And Josh Crash dominated with 32 of the 41 laps en route to a victory. And Tevye Kingery was behind him in second pretty much all race long. John Gambit sneaks up to third, same with Kevin Bandon, who sneaks up to fourth. Trey Rainier, pole sitter, ends up fifth in gains on points leader Gregory. Sixth is TJ Hanley, led 6 laps. Pretty good run for him. 7th, Griffin Lynn, who led a lap on pit strategy. Casey Meadow ends up 8th. 9th, Jonathan Beeford. 10th, Jason Smeo Jr. So there's your top 20. And if you notice, Toyota, Toyota, Ford, Ford, Toyota, Toyota, Chevy in 7th, Ford, Toyota, Ford. 1 Chevy in the top 10, the rest Toyotas and Fords. That is not what you want to see if you're in the Chevy camp. Back here, drivers that just didn't have what they needed to win this race. Jack Marshall ended up a lap down, same with Christian Merrick. Also the 9 of Derek Bouchard and Tommy Turbo, who's involved in that wreck, and then cars back here just not what they wanted out of their day. Same with Adam Lewis, fell back. Jim Gambit fell back. I don't know what was wrong with them. There's we look at the rest of the field. And the 38 of Tyler Lyman had a piston go bad. That's why he's finished as 39th and out of the race. Now let's go to the point standings. Here are the point standings as we are 10 races into this season. And it's Michael Gregory who still holds the points lead by 70 points over Trey Rainey, who is second. Adam Lewis is third. Anthony Wendler fourth, and TJ Hanley fifth. Then you got Jason Smeo Jr. in sixth. Jonathan Buford seventh. John Gambit is eighth. Kevin Bandon ninth, and Eli Bray is 10th. So there's your top 20. And right now the wild card would go to Christian Merrick and Josh Crash with those wins. Dan Bann also has a win in the top 20. Eli Bright's on the brink of falling outside the top 10. And also with the win in the top 20 is Chris Dodd. As we look at 21st to 40th, there are some more winners back here, including Levi Shones, Luke Rainey. You got Riley Spurley Tube, Paul Minix back here. And then drivers that just have not had the best of seasons. And drivers that we thought we would have good seasons. John West in the 99, Jay Jefferson in the 48, Cynthia Bright in the 10, the 5 of Jeff Bright, the 20 of Jack Marshall, down in last or tied for last in points with Jake Moss. So, man, they're going to try and pull their seasons around with a win in the All-Star race, possibly. So the next race will be the Cheez-It 355 at the Glen. Not just left turns, right turns. See you guys then.